Hi guys, welcome back to this amazing YouTube channel. How you guys doing? Hope you guys are good. So if this is your first time of coming across this channel, do also subscribe, click on the notification bell to get notified whenever a new video is being posted. So today we'll be cutting this trouser as you can see right now on your screen. We'll be cutting this trouser from start to finish and it's going to be in a very detailed manner. I will try as much as I can to explain it well, like in a way you'll be able to understand this and you'll make it immediately after watching. So if this is what you are or what you might be interested in, keep watching. Try to subscribe, like, share, comment. You can ask your questions, and whenever I have the time for it, I will respond. And that is it. So we're going over to our work table like this. We'll be folding our material into two, just like this. So now we'll be taking I will placing my tape like this to come in by 4 inches. This 4 inches I came in, this 4 inches I marked here allows my flap to sit properly. Yes, so I came down by 12 inches. That's her flap. It's her 12 inches. Flap is 10, but I added 2 inches allowance to it because I divided her hip into four, gave me 10, and then I added 2 inches allowance to it. So this is her flap. I just marked it. Then what I'll be doing here is to insert my waist measurement. Waist measurement divided into four. It's just the normal process of dividing your clothes, but the only difference in trouser is you divide the lap into two. So our waist measurement. Then I came down by 8 here to get her hip measurement. Hip measurement as well divided into four with additional sewing allowance. But I will advise next time, like if you want to try this on your own, just give 1 inch sewing allowance or just sew on the eggs. If you're putting a zipper to it though, just don't add much allowance at your waist region, because when you must have attached your zipper, you will notice that you have excess space. Like it will be more than your hip if you added allowance at the very start. So this is me inserting my lap measurement, that is my thigh, my lap, divided into two. So in trouser, the only thing that is divided into two in trouser is your lap, and that's my full length there. So I came in here by 3 inches, most times four, depends on how wide or how small you want it to the opening of the leg to be. So I have to mark my chalk just the way you see me doing. Then the next thing I'll be doing now is to cut it out. This is the whole markings. I went ahead to mark the other side of my trouser, and then I curved. I don't know why I always say curve. I curved this area. It's not going to be in that. I just curved it the way you see me doing right now. So I'll just cut it out, and this is it. So the next thing I'll be doing now is to place this on top of another fabric, like same material, to cut out the back. So cotton trouser, you might decide to give 1.5 inch, 2 inch, 3 inches, depends on how gifted you are at the back. Yeah, let me put it that way. It depends on how gifted you are at the back. So I came in by 2 inches here and 2 inches by the sides all through the back part, the back side. Is it the back side or behind? I came in by 2 inches all through, and this region is just going to be equal. Like there is no additional inches to it. Just cut it the way you see me cutting. And while cutting your trouser, make sure it's properly aligned, even in cutting and sewing. So you won't see this lines, after sewing it, the side part will come to the front. So this is me attaching I want to cut out my pocket area for the trouser, and I'm just cutting the front part. The back part is not included. So I came down by 6 inches there. Then I will slant it and cut it out. Yet you're cutting just the front part for your pocket. I believe if you follow this my format, you'll be able to make one or two trousers for yourself. So this is it. That's my front and my back. Then I slant my front part. I came down by 1.5 inch there to give it a slant. So this is what I will be using for my zip. This is what I'll be using for my zip. So this is me sewing the front part. I came down by 8 inches there to sew it. I'll start sewing from that side to the end part of my trouser, end part of the flap, and this is it. This is what I just did. So this is the back area. I'll be sewing it from the top to the end point, and after sewing it I will insert my dart. I'll take my measurement, placing my tape on the sewed area to mark 4.5 inches for my dart at the back of my trouser. So after marking my dart, I notched that area and then placed my tape at the tip again and came in by 5 inches. It's normally supposed to be 4, but after attaching your what's it called, your band to it, it will become 3. Yeah, so I need to make it 5. So after doing everything, after attaching my band, it will become the normal 4 that it should be, the standard 4. I don't know if I should call it standard or not. So this is the front part. Now I'm about to attach my pocket to it, so watch closely and see how I attach my pocket. It's very easy, and I will advise you to follow the steps. Like, just follow the steps I'm giving you. You will find it very easy to make. While cutting your trouser, come in by 4 inches, you insert your measurements, your flap measurement, everything, and your desired full length. So this is it. I'm done attaching my sewing my pocket. So the next thing I'll do, I'll top stitch on that pocket area. I don't want my trouser, I don't want the top stitch to be at the body of my trouser. I want it to be on the pocket area, and this is what I just did. I top stitch on my pocket region. So this is what I'll be doing now. I'll just have to flip my pocket inside and bring out that at 2 inches I minused earlier while cutting out the space for my pocket. I'll just bring out that 2 inches. I'm not even supposed to. Yeah, I think I brought out more than 2 or 2.5 inches, but no, I'm supposed to bring out just that exact 2 inches, or just that exact 2 inches I removed earlier while creating space for the pocket. That's what I just brought out, and then I'll be sewing the tip, the head of that place. That's where my pocket is. Here I brought out 2.5 inches, which I'm just supposed to bring out 2, but it's still fine. So this is the pocket. I've sewn it down, and I'll do the same. I'll fix the pocket at the other side too. So at this area now, I don't know, my phone was not on record. So this is how I fixed my zip. The first part, I had to sew on top of the material, on top of this material first. I have to place it inside and put my main jean and my main trouser material like this and sewed on top of it, on top of my zip, and that attached material for the zip. Then the next thing I'll be doing now is to place the other one, this part I've sewn it to my trouser. I've sewn it to my trouser down to the where my opening stop. Then I'll open my zip. Is either I open my zip or I just had to flip it to the wrong part and sew it down. So this is how I'll be sewing it down. So this is it. This is how it's looking. So this is what I'll be doing next. I'll just have to put that excess inside, just like this, and then sew on top of this area. I'll be sewing on top of this area to get it sticked or relaxed on the main fabric. So I did double sewing there, and then after sewing it now, I'll have to iron it properly so it will relax. I think I'll have to make a tutorial on this zip again, because that video I lost, I don't know. It would have really been nice for you to have seen how I fixed it properly, like it was well explained and understood. So here I'll be inserting my waist measurements, my hip measurements. Now they are all divided into two, and then while sewing this part now, you need to be very careful. Make sure that this back place does not exceed the front, because if it exceeds this front part, it will make your sewing, your trouser, after sewing it, the line will be at the front instead of it to be at the side where it's supposed to be. It will be at the front, it will be coming to the front. So while sewing it, make sure the back part does not exceed the front, like it doesn't come out, doesn't the excess does not come out. Make it equal. The back part should not exceed the front, so it won't, your trouser line will not be at the front. So after sewing it, you just come to this place, your flap area, and sew it down. You come in by 1 inch. There, your desired measurement, that is just coming by 1 inch or 1.5, and sew that part. So this is how it's looking. This is how it came out. So this is my waistband. I used my soft gum on it to on my waistband. Then I'll be fixing it right now on my waist region. So I'll just have to start sewing it from here. If you're used to my channel, you understand this pattern. Like, this is not the first time. I usually do it on most of my sewing. So this is it. I have attached it. So now I'll be doing it like this again. I'll sew this region, I'll sew this part, and I'll also do the same at the other end, and then flip it over to the right side. So here is it. I'm done sewing it. So the next thing I'll be doing now is to sew on top of it. So I'll start my sewing from here. I'll just have to sew it round to close it up. So this is just the basics in sewing your trouser. It is very easy to make if you just putting your time and effort to this, you'll be able to learn it at the end of it. So this is how it came out. It's looking very nice. So if you find this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe, click on the notification bell to get notified whenever a new video is being posted. Like and share with your friends that might be in need. You can never tell who might be in need of this. Your likes will enable them to see this video. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye.